Hello, my podcast people, and thank you for joining me for yet another episode of my favorite podcast. So today we are talking about how to sell your own merchandise. Folks, going to the post office, that ain't the way. I love the idea, the concept of selling your own merch. I've been doing it for years. And when I say merch, I largely mean swag, clothing. But I'm not trying to go to the post office. There is a better way. I have done that in the past, and I have grown and evolved, and I want to talk to you about that today. So this is another question from Micah. Micah's just been crushing it with the podcast topics. But this is a question that my homie Micah sent in, and I was like, you know what? That's a good idea. Let's talk about merch. So if we back it up a second and just kind of zoom out, to me, selling merch, or at least flip that, to me, having folks who want to wear your shirt, having folks who want to purchase your merchandise, that is the coolest thing ever. It is something that I am just most proud of and just absolutely beyond words grateful for, right? It just kind of blows my mind. Like, these people want to be associated with what I stand for. These people want to be associated with my brand. These people who maybe I've never met in person, and some I've never spoken to, not even in DMs, and they buy these things, and I'm like, holy smokes. It's just, I am so grateful. And if you're listening to this and you have one of my shirts on, or you have my merch, you purchased at some point, thank you. Like, it is, to me, the coolest thing. So this is something that I actually talk about in my Instagram intensive as it relates to building a personal brand. It's this concept of building culture, right? And creating something that people actually want to get behind, creating something that people are actually proud to be a part of, and kind of ultimately asking yourself, would people want to wear my shirt? Right? Would they be proud to be part of my team? Do they want to support me? Right? And a lot of that from like I don't want to say strategy perspective, but I'm going to say it from a strategy perspective, comes down to kind of shared values. And that's why you got to lead with your values and lead with authenticity and show people what you're really about. And that is something that, when I'm teaching and talking about building this personal brand, that I want people thinking about is this is not just about selling something. It's not about the transactions. It's about literally building something, creating something that people want to be a part of, that people want to get behind, that people are proud to be associated with, right? When someone's like, I want to wear your shirt, I want to wear your logo, I want to rep your merch, that is just, in my opinion, the highest of compliments. So I've been selling merch since, I want to say 2015. That's when I started the Movement Maestro in 2014, late 2014. And so I'm pretty sure the first time I sold the shirt was in 2015. And I partnered with a small, a local, we'll call it, company called No Matter What Apparel. I believe I found them on Instagram, and we just kind of were friends, and I used them. I sold a lot of those locally. So it was handing them out and giving them out at CrossFit, at the CrossFit box and things like that. If you're listening to this or you're watching this on YouTube and you have one of those old school shirts, I should have wore it for this episode, but I strategically also wore this current hoodie because this is from the new company I use. But that other shirt, it had a bluish, kind of bluish purplish M, and it was at a 2 on the top because it was M squared. But that first shirt, which I love, and I have 2 of them actually. And then subsequently, I had the baseball tee with the big M, and then the plain black shirt with the big M. That was from a company called No Matter What Apparel. And that was I had to get them, I had to pay them, and pay them up front, and then they would give me the shirts, and I had to ship them and things like that. So if you have one of those, and you're not local to New York, I have no idea how you got that. I have blocked that out of my memory. Likely I went to the post office and sent things out. But I hate the post office. The people that work at the post office near me are very nice, but I never know what fucking form to fill out. Why is this taking the hardest test of my life just to send something? So if you have one, no idea how you got it, amazing. But that process back then was that I would order them. I pay up front, and oftentimes I lost money on it. And to me, selling merch isn't about making money. It's marketing, it's community building. It's kind of like when you have a live event. You don't do it to make money. You do it for the people. You do it it is advertising, right? So yes, there's a write-off from it, but the ROI to me is not the money that you make. It's just the fact that, wow, these people want to rep my stuff. They want to wear my stuff. This is amazing. So The company that I currently use is called Bees Tees. That's spelled Beeze Tees, Tees. And Lex, my right and left hand woman, she actually found them. They were local to her in New Hampshire, and they're phenomenal. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how they turn a profit with the way they do things, but I know they're getting a lot of business, and I love using them of the process that we go through. And I'm going to outline all of that. Full disclosure, Lex does all the communication with that company. I have pulled back on that. So like any of the emails that are going back and forth are now through her, but we've launched so many times that it's kind of pretty much routine, and we can just tell them like, we want the same stuff as last time, maybe a different logo, but like it becomes very, very simple. But with Bees Tees, it's amazing because they take care of everything. They make them, they stock them, they ship them. I don't have to go to the post office, UPS, whatever, FedEx, I don't have to go anywhere. They take care of it. So if this sounds like too good to be true, it actually is not. It is the truth. And you want to sell some of your own merch, email Anthony at beestees.com. We'll put his info in the show notes as well. Thank you, Courtney. Mention my name. You will save 0%, but they'll know that you're good people. So mention my name, mention Lex's name, and let them know that that's where you heard about them. This is literally the only company that I recommend. Right? It's Bees Tees or no one. And I say merch and I talk about teas, but they have everything there. You want to make cups, pens, hats, things like that. They can do all of it. It's just that I pretty much exclusively am just doing like clothing. We did stickers 1 year for Pride, but I really recommend Sticker Mule if you want to go with stickers. The thing is you have to send them out yourself. So that was the flip side. But if you really want like a high quality sticker, Sticker Mule is the way to go. So the process that we go through with Bees Tees is step number one, I come up with a design. And usually with that, I'm working with my sister. Right? It's my sister or no one for me. And we come up with a design. So if you're watching this on YouTube right now, actually I have this Endless Maestro, Endless Summer logo on. My sister came up with that. So I will send her a design kind of, I can freehand something and she knows me and I'll be like, Maestrofy this. And we kind of go back and forth just a few times and it comes out looking amazing. So I send the design to my sister. I pay her. Don't get me wrong. I send the thing to my sister. She sends it back. We go back and forth and we come up with the vector we want. Send it to me, the files to me. I send all the different file types to Lex along with the swag specifics, meaning what do I want? I want t-shirts. I want crops. I want hoodies. I want long sleeve shirts. Again, I've done this so many times now that I can just say, hey, I want the same stuff. And I'm not like kind of trying to figure out what brand or things like that, right? It's just, I can repeat. Bees will then make us quote unquote store. They make the website and it has the picture of the garment and it has the logo, the design on it. And so people can go to that and order what they want. The different colors, the different sizes, whatever. We do open and close cart launches especially for our Pride merch because I need it to get shipped by a certain date so it gets to people by Pride. We usually give people about a week to order. Realistically, people don't need longer than that. Like, just make sure you're talking about it every single day. If you're only talking about it once, well, then that's going to be a problem. So we do like an open and close cart for about a week for that. I also have my other swag, my More You swag, my Endless Maestro, so this kind of design. That is linked on my Instagram and also on my website, and that's always open. So we did an open and close to start off with just to like kind of get the initial orders, and now it just stays open, which is amazing to me because people can go and they can buy this at any time, and they do, and it blows my mind. So if you're wanting a More You shirt, or if you're wanting one of this Endless Maestro hoodies or shirts, we will link that in the show notes. Apologies if you can hear the damn dog outside that's barking. Don't know who the dog that is, annoying, but we'll link that in the show notes. Thank you, Courtney. So again, yes, you could do mugs and things like that. All that I do is clothing. Worth noting, you can also just order stuff for yourself. So I dropped a couple $100 just to get a bunch of Maestro swag. So when you see these videos that I do, you see my posts on Instagram and I have the little Maestro M, all those shirts. I just went and got a bunch of shirts. These are the only shirts that I wear on Tuesdays and Thursdays when I'm client facing and on Mondays when I'm doing podcast stuff. And it just makes picking out outfits easier. And I ordered a bunch of different colors. I know the clothing that I want. I know the specific make and things like that. And so from an organizational standpoint, from an efficiency standpoint, maybe something that you want to consider just to help out your day. So it's not like full, what is his name? Steve Jobs, where you're like, I just wear a black shirt every day. Like, I want some color in my life, but it's the same shirt. It's just different colors. So if you are thinking about selling swag, I want to break down kind of how I suggest you go about it. I broke down how the current process that I use with bees, but in terms of what I would suggest, before you even go to contact anyone, would be this. So number one, the design, right? You're going to need logo work. If that's your skill set, if that is within your skill set, more power to you. If it's not, then hire someone. So I drew mine out. I worked with my guy, Anthony, and then I drew it out. I have the drawing over there. I still have that. It's pretty dope. And then I worked with my friend Caroline. She got her guy to make it final. Same thing for my podcast art. The little graphic thing, not my podcast cover art. Lex and I did that one together, actually. But the little logo that I use, that's Maestro on the mic, that was Jimmy McKay's guy. I paid him. So work with somebody for the logo. The recommendations I have for people to work with, number one, my sister, right? Cecilia, she's Silver Shield Maiden on Instagram. She's currently in the process of a website revamp, so all of her stuff's going to be, and the way to contact her is going to be just through Instagram. We'll link all of these in the show notes, of course. Second rec is my girl, Kristen Mann. She's Kristen Mann, that's 2 N's, Designs on Instagram. We will link that. And then third would be Cams, my girl Cams. She's Cams.Nutrition Design Lab. She works pretty much exclusively with folks in the nutrition space and helping them with all their branding needs. So reach out to somebody and have them help you. Best practices in terms of reaching out to somebody is take the Pinterest approach to start off with, meaning go and save a bunch of things that you like and be like, I like that image, I don't like that, right? So that's key to note as well. Have the things that you do like, the colors, ideas that you do like, as well as things that you don't like. And then you can give that to the designer and they can help you out and kind of see your vision. I will say that when it comes to a logo, more simple is more better. This is going to allow it to go on all the greatest number of products and different types of medium. People have these really intricate logos, and it's like, that's not going to go well on clothing. That's not going to look good if you make it smaller. Like, you want it to be simple so that it translates and transfers onto all the different products and mediums very simply. And the last part about this with the best practices, if you're going to hire someone to help with the logo, is listen to the professionals. They are professionals. So if they're like, hey, that's not going to look as good, here's why, just listen to them. All right? Don't argue with them. The more back and forth that you go, the more expensive it's going to be as well, which is why I said take that Pinterest approach, go in with, this is the whole, slew of things that I don't like. Here's a whole, bucket of things that I do like. What is this, what patterns are emerging from this? And they can help you out. The product itself, right? So especially we're talking particularly about swag and clothing. Test shit yourself first. Not that you have to reach out to the company and be like, send me clothes, but what t-shirts and shirts do you have that you like? Go look at the tag and then see if the company has that. So I am incredibly specific with the things that I order and the things that we use for our product launches. I'm incredibly specific. The only thing that I can't trust as much is going to be like crops. I don't wear those, and like the racerback tanks. So we got the first order in and then kind of went from there of like, do we like this? Do we not like this? Do people have ones that they like better? And then we switched accordingly. So look at the t-shirts that you currently have, look at the brand, take a picture of it, and then ask Anthony for that specific garment type. I also measure shit, meaning I know I want the logo in a specific spot. And so I will measure and be like, literally like 3 inches from midline, 3 inches down from the shoulder seam on an extra small. Yes, I wear an extra small shirt or an extra small hoodie, just so I know that I get it exactly where I want it to be. Okay. So we went over the design, right? We went over the product, and then logistically, when you're going to try and sell your merch and you're going to reach out to Anthony, don't need a tight turnaround. Don't be like, I need this to be sold like tomorrow. It's not good. Give yourself sufficient leeway. When we do Pride stuff, we want it to get to people before June. So we're looking to sell that, end of April at the latest, so that they have the time to process it and actually send things out. So the earlier is going to be better. You'll then email back and forth with whatever company it is. Ideally, again, you're going with Bees Tees. It's just, they're great. I don't think they don't need a minimum order number because they're not making it beforehand, which is amazing to me and kind of blows my mind. Some companies will require minimum orders. Some companies require that you order it and get it to your house. I'm trying to get you away from all of that. I don't want you going to the post office. I want you using a company that's going to take care of everything for you. Right, so that's the process. It doesn't need to be this hugely complex thing. And I've seen people not do merch. Actually, I was listening to John and Alex from Give It To Me Straight. Love them, right? We all love that podcast. And they used to have merch, and they stopped selling it because it was too difficult, and they had to go ship it. And I'm like, immediately, no. Bees Tees, they'll take care of it for you. So a few things to remember when it comes to making merch, creating merch, selling merch. Number one, merch isn't for making money. It's for marketing. It's for advertising. It's for community building. It's for just celebrating, your people. It's a way that they can support you. Like I don't want you folks going in and being like, I'm going to make $1 zillion on merch. That is not going to happen. I want to manage that expectation right away. But the ROI you get from seeing someone wearing your logo, your thing, is amazing. Number two, in terms of things to remember, care about the quality of the clothing. People will remember this. They will remember and they will order more. I know I'm thinking about my guy, Jesse. I'm thinking about my girl, JPB. They're like, literally all I want to wear is Maestro stuff. They're also in the Mafia as well. And we use the same brand for that, which is Bella plus Canvas. It's like Bella and Canvas. That's the brand. And I will let you know, this is how specific I am. There's a type that's from Honduras, and there's a type that's, I think, from Ecuador, maybe? 2 different places. And they're different. The quality material is different. So I go to the shirt that I already have that I like, and I'm like, I need this specific one again. Care about those things. Care about the details. Care about the quality of the fabric. Care about how soft it is. Care about how well it wears, because people remember that, and they will or will not buy more based on that experience. Last part here is that gamifying using merch is cool, but be prepared to work. And what I mean by that is some people will send out merch when people have like completed 100 workouts with them, or, they've been in this thing membership for a year. I love that idea. But again, one, you're paying for it. You're not gonna have someone buy something to celebrate themselves. So make sure you consider that. And 2, you're going to have to work to do that. So whether you are just getting their sizes and then getting their addresses and then shipping or whatever, there's going to be work associated with that. So I love the concept, I love the idea, but understand that there's going to be work. I should back up and say, as it relates to shipping, Bees Tees will ship to the United States, and they'll ship to Canada. International orders cannot do it. And that's, a part of me is looking for another vendor so we can do that. But I don't have any swag coming out anytime soon, so I'm kind of like holding off. But international shipping can be really, really tough. So Bees Tees, United States, Canada. All right, let's wrap this up. In conclusion, my friends, selling merch is dope. I love it. Even more dope is the fact that people want to buy it. Your best bet with selling merch is to figure out how to remove yourself from the fulfillment side of the process as much as possible. To that end, it is Bees Tees or nothing for me. I'm not going to the post office. I'm not sending Lex. I'm not going to ask Lex to go to the post office. Immediately, no. It's rude. I'm not going to do that. Lastly, and this is where we started, and we're going to close it out with this. If you're thinking about selling merch, the first thing I want you to think about is looking to build something that people want to join and they want to get behind. Right? You're showing up on social. However you're building this brand with content, whatever, you are leading with authenticity. You're leading with your values, leading with your truth. And you're building something that people want to be a part of, that they identify with, and they're proud to represent. So show up that way, and then be so damn grateful. Practice so much gratitude for every single person who chooses to wear your shirt, because it's a big fucking deal. All right, I'm looking at the outline here. That's all that I got for you. No calls to action on my end, except for if you're thinking about selling merch, Anthony at Bees Tees. Drop the name Maestro and Lex. They'll take care of you. And cheers to creating and sharing your merch. It doesn't have to be some horrendous process. As always, endlessly appreciative for every single one of you. Until next time, friends, Maestro out.